What's up, sneakerheads? KD Restorations back yet again with another deep clean restoration. In front of me we have off-white Air Forces, pretty beat up. These are pretty bad. Today I'll just be showing you guys basic deep cleaning, re-whitening of the laces, and some icing for the sole. Without further ado, let's go. So for this project we're going to use our Super Saiyan OxyCleans, 1, 2, 3, 2 different brushes, one for the uppers, one for the lowers. Soap and foam. If you don't have soap, you guys can use regular dishwashing soap with some hot water. Our jar for our laces, our go-to sponge, need that guy. Your bread and butter shoe tree, and some RIT dye whitening. This will be for the mesh. All right, first things first, probably gonna do the right shoe first. Right shoe looks a little bit worse than the left shoe, so we don't need this one. Now take out the laces. You guys know the routine. Start cooking these right away. Laces in. Couple squirts of that OxyClean. Put your measurements right on A. Hand over. Start them. There we go. Let this guy sit. Oh, next. Insoles out. Look at that. Shoe trees in. So before we start scrubbing the shoe, just take your OxyClean in there. Just let that sit. Your soap. Or your dishwashing soap with some hot water. Brush. And your sponge. Before we start, this is a nice shirt. I'm just gonna cover up like Batman. I know I need to invest in like a real one. I know. I just don't want to get this shirt dirty. Now, let's go to work. Okay, that's it for the sponge. Get our bristle brush. Just take your OxyClean. Running out. Shooting air. Take your RIT whitening. Get a cap full. Just pour that guy in there. And that will help whiten any white. Take your upper bristle brush and start going section at a time. Now that we've scrubbed all 4 sides of the shoe, let's get to the inside. So pull this guy out. Take a couple squirts in here. Same bristle brush. Scrub it. So now that you've wiped on the whole shoe and the inside of the shoe, leave the shoe tree out. I'm going to show you guys a little trick before we throw them in the wash. Now it's time to work on the insoles that we've been letting cook. Get your foam. Try to use a soft bristle brush only because you don't want to scrub this guy off, especially if it's for a customer and not your own personal pair. They geek out over this kind of stuff, so try to keep that on. Our insoles are nice and scrubbed. Before you put them back in, let me take this off because we're not scrubbing no more. Take this OxyClean, and this is a trick that I like to do with white pairs with white insoles. Measurement up to A, pour that guy inside the shoe, take your insole and cover all that OxyClean. Get your shoe tree, boom. Now it's time to throw these guys in the wash. Let's go. Washing time. Set that to small. Good on light. Pop this guy in. Boom. See you folks in a bit.
2,000 years later.
What's up, everyone? We are back. Full 24-hour session. So once you take the shoes out of the washer, just let them dry overnight. Don't touch them with a blow dryer. No fire. Just let them dry naturally. Don't use anything unnatural to dry them. Just check out the before and after. The best part is yet to come, which is icing of the bottom. So check this guy out. That's what it was. That's what it is. Beautiful.
Oh, there you are, Perry.
laces, I don't scrub these and I don't throw these in the wash because I don't want to fray the laces. The laces is probably the last thing that you ever want to damage. Notice the suede areas are a little bit dried up and rough, which we're gonna go ahead and reset that right now. Just take this screwdriver and here we go. So next step is oxidation. What you're gonna need is your mixing bowl, paintbrush, saran wrap, V50. If you know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, you can get V50. You need a special license to get that. If not, V40 works. People use V40 when they're icing shoes and they tend to leave it overnight, 24 hours baking. That's because V40 isn't as strong as V50. If you are lucky enough and manage to get your hands on V50, I would recommend 2 8-hour sessions. Anything after that, it's totally up to you, but usually after 2 8-hour sessions with V50, because it's super powerful, it should be enough to do the job. Since we're only doing one shoe, we don't need to use that much. Just go a little bit.
One eternity later.
We got that guy all nice and saucy. Get our saran wrap down. Start with the front, the back. Remember, volume V50, 2 sessions, 8 hours each. If you're using volume V40, people tend to leave it overnight, full 24-hour session. Let's go to the ice box. So for this project, I'm going to be using my smaller ice box. It's a little bit smaller box because we're only doing one shoe at a time. So use whatever you have to do to stagger it and hold it up. If you guys don't know how to make an ice box, it's literally just get any cardboard box, guys, and just wrap all 4 sides with foil. Tape it down to the outside so that it doesn't move around. And I'll show you guys the light. Quick FYI, guys, when you are putting the shoes in the ice box and getting them ready to be iced, make sure they are sitting nice and flat. You want it to ice evenly all the way around. And there you have it, guys. I'm running a 600 watt UV light, volume 50. Basically, I'm Super Saiyan icing these guys out. 2 sessions at 8 hours each. It does the job.
8 hours later.
What is up, everyone? We're back. It was a successful ice session. Look at the difference. 16 hours, 8 rest, and 8. If you guys want to do it like me, depending on the age, the later in the years, I'd say 2015 and up, I would go 8 hours, maybe rest it for the rest of the day, deep clean it, let it sit to dry, and then hit it for another 8 hours. If it's more OG, more like 2000s, early 2000s, I would say 8 hours, let it sit maybe a couple days before hitting it for another 8 hours, just because the pairs are older, they're more antique. And now that we got it all nice and relaced, I think we did a pretty good job. So before we head out to hit it with some mink oil, take your sock lint remover, $10 from Walmart. Just go in here. Those of you that don't know what mink oil is, I use this for any leather restoration that I'm doing. It'll revive your leather, it's stain resistant, it's waterproof, and it brings the color back. It literally revives your leather pairs during restoration. So before I end this video, Guys, I still can't remember where I got this from. I'm so sorry. But this is a shoe deodorizer. So you just pop this guy in here. Give it one squirt. Don't sniff it like I did, because it will burn.
It will burn.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so that will conclude our restoration. Just a couple of things that we went through.
Into the mouth. Nice.
Overall deep cleaning, insoles, laces, throwing the shoes in the wash, ice box, getting the oxidation out, 8-hour sessions, rest the whole day before you hit it for another 8 hours, and then finishing it with the mink oil. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you like the content, please subscribe for more content in the future. Till next time, KD Restoration signing out.